We started our relationship with Proparco in 2018, and Proparco has been one of the core investors in our South Asia Growth Fund too. I would say the key mandate for GEF is to invest in three primary climate themes: climate mitigation, climate adaptation, and circular economy. So these three are very broad themes that covers portfolio companies we have in renewable generation. We have companies in energy efficiency, manufacturing companies. We have industrial companies that are making efforts to lower the carbon footprint in their solutions. We have supply chain companies. We have agri-tech companies which also build more climate resiliency in the food crops. So it's a fairly broad spectrum of portfolio companies, but all of which contributes towards one of the three primary theses: mitigation, adaptation, circular economy. So in the Indo-Pacific, the primary countries that we look at are primarily is India, but also neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. We may also look at certain companies in Southeast Asia, especially in Indonesia and Philippines. So I think the strategy for us remains consistent over the last 20 years to look at mid-market companies. These are the companies which are proven companies, but they're looking for like-minded investors like GEF who can not only provide capital, but also provide them access to different areas for growth and expansion, such as people, different markets, business ideas. We started our relationship with Proparco in 2018, and Proparco has been one of the core investors in our South Asia Growth Fund too. I would say in the last 5 years, there has been tremendous amount of interaction with Proparco, especially on a few areas I'll mention. One of them is on the ESG front. Look, as a fund, we are signed up to be fully aligned with Paris alignment. It's a very important. We are absolutely on our path to defining net zero. We have one of the most stringent, ESG standards in terms of labor laws, in terms of health and safety, occupational. These are very important frameworks. We are obligated to make sure we measure and monitor and report from our portfolio companies. And I think all these aspects, Proparco has been a very helpful resource, honestly, for us. So multiple times we had the privilege of interacting with Proparco's ENS teams. We had an ENS subcommittee where Proparco was one of the core members of the subcommittee. And I think at least for the first initial stages of the fund taking off, I think Proparco's contributions were very meaningful.